Shalom and welcome to today's edition of Rabbi Ron in the House. Tree of Life Bible here. We are digging in once again, Acts chapter 4. Peter and John, the whole chapter, dealing with them. They had been out there almost the whole chapter. They'd been confronted by the leaders in Israel. The leaders in Israel didn't like it that they had prayed and God had healed a man who had been lame since birth. And so now the leaders met and talked about this again. And it says they called in Peter and John and ordered them not to speak or teach at all in the name of Yeshua. Ordered them and said, you're forbidden to speak or teach in the name of Yeshua because we don't want more people getting healed anymore. No more miracles happening around this place. And so keep your mouths closed. Don't talk about Yeshua anymore. Peter looked him square in the eyes and said, whether it's right in the sight of God to listen to you rather than God, you decide. We cannot help speak about that which we've seen and heard. Can't do that. Sorry. I've got to speak about what I've seen and heard and experienced. What I know God has done for me and what He wants to do through me now in this community. He said couldn't do it. And so they threatened him, ordered him not to do it anymore. What did Peter and John do after that? How did they respond? Did they run away? Did they hide? Did they sit there? Did Peter sit there and grab his sword and try to start cutting off ears of people like he did earlier? Did he physically go and try to attack? Did he respond that way physically? Did he run away? No, he prayed. What did he pray? God, send down angels and strike them dead. Teach them a lesson. Show them who's right, who's wrong. No, check out the prayer. He said, Lord, look at their hearts and grant your servants to speak your word with utmost courage. Give us the courage to speak your word. Didn't say stop them, get rid of them, kill them off, move them out of town. He said, God, give me the courage to go out and speak your word no matter what the cost, no matter what happens. I remember when Lisa Renda years ago invited me to Bible study at her house. And when I got there that night, the movie Peter and Paul was on TV with Anthony Hopkins. We watched the movie. I've never forgotten one scene. There was Paul and a couple of others out there ministering. And what happens every time they go out and minister? The Jewish leadership eventually would say enough is enough and throw rocks and stone them, try to kill them. And there they are together, Paul and a couple of other disciples that are with them ministering, and they're beaten up badly. And one of the other disciples, man, we got to call in, give it up. It's all over. We're not going on to the next city. Every time we go to a city, they throw rocks and stone us and try to kill us. We got to quit. It's enough. Too much. And Paul says, no, we can't do it. And what's the next scene? There they are walking outside, headed towards the next community. And the other disciple who wanted to quit just prays as he's walking, says, God, let the stones be a little softer in this community. He didn't pray the stones would come, just don't let them hurt so bad. But he didn't run away and hide. He didn't throw in the towel and quit. Basically, God just said, give me the courage, get out there to keep sharing the good news of Messiah. And let me not just feel that pain so bad so I can get back up on my feet and do it again. So I want to encourage you. You don't need to call down angels from heaven to strike dead those that threaten you. You don't need to run away. You don't need to hide. But model this prayer. Take this prayer. Lord, look at their threats. Look at what they're doing to me. Look at how they're attacking me. And grant me, your servant, courage to speak your word. Pray for courage to go out and serve the Lord no matter what the cost. This is what we learned from these disciples in the past. I pray you'll ask the Lord for the same. He's no respecter of persons. If He gave it to Peter and John, if He gave it to Paul and Silas and Timothy, He'll give you courage to go out to. And so thanks so much for joining me today. This has been Rabbi Ron in the House.